Hello folks, it's the Cajun. Hope y'all having a good day today. Getting the control freak fired up. We're gonna get ready to start cooking. We're just gonna throw something simple together today, so hope y'all stay tuned. Start cooking these vegetables down. I got some mushrooms we're gonna put in here. Here we go with some green bell pepper. Some celery. Some green onions. That's a lot. We're going to start cooking these down, and we'll come back to y'all here in a little while while these cook. Let me show y'all what I have. I've got my Mercer Culinary scissors, and we're going to use these to cut our mushrooms. It's a lot easier than trying to cut them with a knife. I like to get them a little bit on the thin side. I can cut all around the mushroom, and it's pretty quick. Starting to smell good. So I'm gonna cut the rest of these mushrooms up and we'll be back. So we're still cutting some mushrooms, and I just wanted to come back real quick a little early here, talk to y'all. How many of y'all use the scissors in the kitchen? I like to use the scissors. It's easy, it's quick. I call it using the scissors on the go. I don't have to have a cutting board. I can cut it and it goes right into the pot or the frying pan. I used some mushrooms the other night when I made some, what was it? I forgot what I made the other night. Oh, I had some steak. You can just reach right in the pot and cut. If you see a piece that's a little bit too big and you want it smaller, there you go. That's all our mushrooms, folks. Let's see. Let's mix that around in our vegetables. I like cooking with extra virgin olive oil. I use grapeseed oil from time to time. Olive oil does add a flavor. I like it. Some dishes I don't. I'll use grapeseed oil when I don't want to have any flavor from the oil mixed with the food. So if you can see, the onions are starting to become a little bit translucent. Not yet. So what we're going to do now, let me show y'all what we have here, folks. Look at that. Some of Mr. Heath Riles Cajun Creole garlic butter rub. Some good stuff right here. You know what we're going to do with that, right? We're going to add it. We're going to start flavoring our dish in the pot right here. Look at here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I'm going to let that cook in. going to create some steam. We have a little bit of a smaller lid, but it fits into the pan. Help seal it good, and it'll help create some steam to help cook the vegetables and help cook the mushrooms down. So we're going to let that go for a little while, folks, and we'll be right back. Let's give it a stir. Ooh, look at that, how good that looks, folks. They're cooking down real good. The more your vegetables cook down, the more flavor releases. And when you can get your vegetables to start browning a little bit and get that mild reaction going, you start changing the flavor composition as well. You get the caramelization of the proteins and the sugars. A little bit long, and we're going to add our proteins. Alright, so we're going to start prepping our protein, getting it ready to go in the pan. I like to season it first, and then we'll put it in the pan. There we go. Alright, so we got our steaks cut up in the pan right there. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna get us a little kosher salt on it. Mix that up. All right. A little Worcestershire, some W sauce. Look at here. Some of Mr. Heath Riles competition barbecue rub. We're gonna let that sit. Oh, I guess I can mix it up, get all of that mixed through there. You know what? I need a little more of this barbecue rub. There we go. Let that sit. We'll get ready to put it in the pan. Just check on our vegetables. That lid was a little hot. I'm gonna go up to about 260 on the fire, on the temp. Cook off some of this moisture. Look how translucent them vegetables are now. Put our vegetables over here on this side. Make room for the protein. Here we go. We'll let that cook. Look at that, folks. It's going to be nice and good. All them flavors are going to join. We're going to have a nice, flavorful Cajun one-pot dish. Did y'all know the difference between Cajun and Creole food? Outside of Creole food that has more tomatoes with it, is that a Cajun dish is a one-pot dish, and a Creole, they cook all their dishes separately and put them all on the table, where jambalaya, gumbo, and gumbo really came from Africa. It stands for okra, but it's a one-pot dish. Everything goes in a pot, cook your food, then you serve it. Pretty cool. And another fact is the Cajuns were from the suburbs. They were less affluent, and the Creoles were from the inner city, and they were more affluent. So they cooked a little bit different. The Cajuns had to use leftovers and different things come together to make a meal in that one pot they were cooking in. And if you look in Louisiana on the west bank, around Lafayette and that area is where the Cajuns settled in the Acadianas, and that's where they created all their good recipes, grew all their vegetables, raised all their animals. Plus they had the fish, the crawfish, the shrimp, the rabbits, the squirrels, the alligators. Can't forget the alligators now. And you know, Cajuns and Creoles, they had what they call Trinity. And Trinity is onions, celery, and bell pepper. 2 parts onions, 1 part celery, 1 part bell pepper is the ratio. And the French had mirepoix, which was onions, celery, and carrots. But in Louisiana, they really couldn't sell carrots, so we had bell peppers. And then you have your garlic, which is the poke, and you put it with the Trinity. And in the French cooking, you have your bouquet garniers, which are aromatics. You wrap it, and you put it in your soup, or and you tie it with a string and tie it to the side of your pot. That way you can pull it out, and it all stays together. It's coming together, folks. I can smell it. It smells so good. So we have the Cajun and Creole garlic and butter rub on our vegetables. Then we put the competition barbecue rub on our protein, and it's all going to come together real good. All flavors in the 2 rubs of which you cook with every day, potentially, unless you're on a special diet. Let's see if we can start flipping them over. Oh yeah, looking good. Look at the color changing on the oil. Got all the flavors mixed in. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to remove some of these vegetables from around the rim a little bit, pull everything to the center. We're going to come back, we're going to cover it, and we're going to turn the temperature down to 210, which is a simmer. We're going to let it simmer and start cooking the connective tissues down in the meat, and just let it do its thing. We'll be back, folks. All right, folks, it's been about 28 minutes, so we're gonna make sure we're not too hot here. Whoa, it's a little hot. We need to get something to grab that with so we don't burn our hands. Ooh, look at that. How good that looks. bring it back up a little bit to 220. Just above the boiling temperature. Let it percolate now for a little while at that temperature. What do y'all think, folks? Let's take a closer look. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Alright, folks. We didn't intend on taking this long, but our battery, we just did a little Facebook live stream testing out these Shure Move mics, but our battery's kind of getting low, so we're gonna end it right here. Just wanted y'all to see. We about got her done right here. Let me show y'all how nice these little strips of steak look here. Folks, if y'all don't have yourselves any plating tongs by Mercer Cutlery, you need to get yourself a set. Look here, check that out, folks. Look how good that meat looks. Look at that right there. Look at that, folks. See how good that looks? That is going to be real good. We're going to get us some fajitas and wrap it up. And it's fajitas, steak fajita night at Cajun's. Hope y'all have a great day. So tonight's steak night, steak fajita night. See y'all.